How's it going, everybody? It's Carl here, and today we are going to be changing the oil on the F250 because last time, some reason, there's not a tag for the mileage, so we got to do it because I think it's well overdue. So I got the truck just sitting here. Need to let it cool down a little bit because I just came back from like a 30-minute drive, so it's, the oil's nice and hot, but I want to let it cool down so I don't burn myself. And then we got the oil here and new filter. We got the friction modifier that we always run, and then I got an extra gallon of oil that I just need a quart out of it. So, but I got to use this stuff up because it's been sitting here for a little while. So yeah, so we should be all set to do that. First things first, I think I'm going to take off the oil fill cap, and then that'll help the motor cool down a little bit, let heat escape. So let's do that. Well, let's drain the oil out of the most controversial thing of this oil drain valve. To be honest, I love it quite a lot because I think it goes. There we go. It's a little messy, but it's not too bad, and it doesn't even leak either, which is awesome. But it does look like my transmission's leaking a little bit, but probably should check the fluid on that. And we're just gonna let it drain. It does take a little bit, but it's not too bad. And we got our favorite Powerstroke socket to get the oil filter cap off. And thank God it wasn't on there too tight, because sometimes the heat will, over several intervals, will keep it on there really tight. So all right, we got the old filter out, got the cap all cleaned up, so now we'll lube up the O-ring, get that on there, and then pop the new filter in, and then screw down the cap on the truck. I got the oil filter back in, so let's go check and see if the oil is still draining. If not, we will close the valve, and then we can fill up the oil. And look at that. Perfect. It's done draining by the time I change the filter. Look at that. And everyone wants to complain about these oil valves, but they are sweet. So then all I do is just close it, just like that. Don't forget the clip. You don't want to forget that. And of course I can't see on this side. Where I'm supposed to put it. Oh, there we go. We got it. Just had to move a little bit, but look at that clip back. The clip is back in place, and then now we can, clean the valve up a little bit. There's always just a little bit of oil left, and then we can fill up the engine. I got 1 gallon filled in the motor, and then usually what I like to do is add the additive that I throw in there next. So I'll put this in, and then I'll use the 2.5 gallon that I got to dump in here, and that'll kind of wash this stuff down the funnel, so you're not wasting it. Because this stuff is, I think it's like $45 a bottle or something. It's ridiculous, but it seems to help the injectors and everything. But so I'll pour this in, and then I'll use the extra oil that I got to put in after, and it'll kind of wash it down into the motor, and it'll kind of mix it in the oil right away too, which is nice. So we'll just let that sit there and drain. All right, so I got the 1 gallon, the additive, and the extra 1 quart to make 15 quarts in there. So all we got left is the 2.5 gallon. And Rotella, if you're watching, or Shell, if you're watching, can you just put a handle on the back? It makes life so much easier, because to fill this motor, I got to climb up here on top of the battery and then hold the bottom part of the jug and, try to not over pour it and make a mess. So it would be sweet if you guys did put a handle back there, but it is what it is. I got the whole oil change done in the truck, and we poured all the waste oil into the bin. Of course, I made a huge mess, like always. And so I guess my dad's truck needs an oil change, so I'm gonna go pick his truck up, bring it back here, and then I guess we're gonna play Jiffy Lube today, so, which is not a bad thing, keeps you busy. And I also picked up some more of the garbage in the garage. We're going to be doing a scrap run pretty soon. I don't know when exactly, but hopefully in the next week or two. So we'll get rid of a lot of junk, and yeah, So let's go pick up his truck. And of course, I can't forget the mileage sticker this time, so I knew when to do the oil change. So we got it up there. Another 5,000 miles, so that'd take us to 207. So got my dad's truck here, and he has kind of a similar quick disconnect thing. So you take off the dust cap, and then you screw on this hose, and then all the fluid will drain out. So we'll see how it works, I guess. I didn't know he put this on, so it's interesting. And look at that, you literally just screw it on, and then it'll push in a pin, and then it starts flowing out. Just like that. Interesting. All right, next is to do the filter, and I already pre-lubed the gasket on the filter, and I cracked the old filter, so just gonna let that drain a little bit, then we can take it off and swap it. And I am not pre-filling the filter because, one, I don't really believe in that whole nonsense. I mean, especially these LS filters, they're so small, they're gonna fill up fast. It's not gonna be a big deal when you first start the vehicle. So yeah, let's get this old one off, get the new one on, and clean up. Got the filter on, got everything cleaned up, so let's get this one filled up with oil, and then she'll be done. All right, we got this truck all done. I already reset his oil lights, so no need to write it on a sticker for the windshield, so since the vehicle tells you when you need one. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. You know, this is one step closer to getting more of the jobs done that need to be done, and you know, we'll just keep moving along. You know, I think February this month is going to be a good month, so I'll see you guys in the next one.